The theory going around wrestling fans right now is that RTruth is going to beat John Cena for the WWE Championship. Is that actually going to happen? Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you love WWE content, then you are in the right place, my friend. I post WWE content every single week here on this channel. So if you want another channel to follow and support, if you love WWE, you love pro wrestling, stick around, stay a while, like the video, subscribe to this channel, and I got you. Let's get into a few topics here that happened on SmackDown. First of all, the RTruth interview with Wade Barrett. RTruth, mentioning that he looks up to John Cena. He's always going to say that. He's going to say that when everything was going wrong in the world, bills, hard times in life, the one thing that was always constant was John Cena. John Cena told you to never give up, and RTruth says that he's never going to give up. He said that Wade Barrett kept questioning him, saying, "Hey, you're crazy. John Cena attacked you after you helped him win the title. So what are you going to do?" And RTruth quickly said, "You know what? If I have to beat the sense into John Cena, then that's what I'm going to do." And he said he talked to Nick Aldis. He said he got his match against John Cena at Saturday night's main event. And that's what we're going to get. We're going to get John Cena versus RTruth at Saturday night's main event. Whether this was for a title or not, I think a lot of people are questioning what's going to happen in this match. I think it could go a couple of ways here. And if you've been following this channel, you know that I've been saying that RTruth, a good way for John Cena to get over as a actual disgusted heel, because let's be honest, up until now, John Cena's heel turn and title reign to a lot of people has not been that great. A lot of people have looked at this as kind of like a pointless heel turn, one that hasn't really been that much. John Cena's not really acting like that much of a heel. Whether people want to say that, John Cena told us straight up that he's going to ruin wrestling and he's purposely doing these things like having not so great matches and being very boring and not changing anything like his gear or music or anything like that is part of the reason why he's ruining wrestling. Okay, I will give you that argument. I don't know if I necessarily feel that way, even though I have said in past videos that might be what he's doing. I've kind of leaned a different way now, thinking like, I don't know, maybe it is a failed experiment. Maybe this is not as good as it could have been or should have been. But I do know this. If you followed this channel for a while now, since John Cena's turned heel at least, one thing that I've always been saying is that if they want to get John Cena to be an actual disgusted bastard heel, have this guy beat RTruth to a bloody pulp. Everybody loves RTruth. RTruth for years has been saying that John Cena is his idol. He looks up to him. Why wouldn't you have John Cena either destroy RTruth verbally on a promo or have John Cena obliterate RTruth physically in a match? If you get John Cena to do that, and it's like a squash match where he beats him quickly, this doesn't have to be the main event of Saturday night's main event. John Cena versus RTruth. It's not for a title. I mean, it's not like a big, huge marquee match. I would guess the CM Punk tag team match probably is the main event, unless Jey Uso and Logan Paul is. You can get RTruth versus Cena anywhere. You could have Cena beat RTruth in 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You could have RTruth just get a beat down for the entire match, and John Cena takes his time with it. It gets the crowd to boo a lot. You could do that with RTruth and John Cena in this match, or you can go another way. The other way would be John Cena and RTruth having an actual good match. RTruth multiple times in the match trying to convince John Cena that this isn't him, this isn't like him, trying to hug John Cena or trying to shake his hand or do something this. At the end of the day, RTruth is still a fan of John Cena. He still looks up to him. So we could go that way, but I do like the idea of John Cena just laying into RTruth and beating him within a few minutes, quick little 3-4 minute match, and or taking his time with RTruth and just beating him down to a bloody pulp. I think would be crazy. Speaking of Saturday night's main event, we get Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre, and I guess it's going to be in a steel cage match. Look, I have not been a fan of this feud. I have not. I'm not really a big Damian Priest guy. Like I've said before, it's complicated. I don't dislike him, but I don't really like him either. He's kind of just there. I don't know what it is with me. I'm just not connecting with Priest. I don't really feel it. I actually liked him a lot better when he was in Judgment Day. And since he's gone on his own, I don't know. I'm not there. It's not hitting with me. I just want this feud to be over. I love Drew McIntyre. He's been doing some of his best work in the past couple of years, and I really want to see Drew McIntyre do something else. I want to see him go for a title, United States Championship or World Heavyweight, WWE title, whatever. Or at least a feud that's more meaningful, even if it's not with a title. I can't dig my teeth into this. I'm not saying it's going to be a bad match. The steel cage between Priest and McIntyre is going to be a good match. I just can't wait for the feud to be over. Julia is now part of the SmackDown roster. I love this move. I worry a little bit because her English isn't the best right now, and I know typically in WWE, especially with the fans, like if somebody doesn't speak English that well, sometimes it's a lot harder for them to get over. But Julia is amazing in the ring. I don't know if Julia is going to have a mouthpiece, someone to talk for her. I don't know what they're going to do with Julia, but I'm super excited because she's amazing, and she's going to kill it on the SmackDown roster. And just her being up there now kind of just elevates the roster in general for me. I just think that this roster now, all of a sudden, for the women, is jam-packed. They have a lot of great women wrestlers, and I could see Julia automatically being inserted into this United States Championship feud or ranking on SmackDown, and then quickly jumping up over to the WWE Women's Championship picture. She's that good. I don't think it's going to take her that long at all to climb the ladder, because look, she wasn't even in NXT for that long. I mean, maybe a year or two. I don't watch NXT closely, but I do know she's been down there for a little bit, but she's got called up very quickly. Alexa Bliss advances to Money in the Bank. Very happy for that, because ever since Bliss came back, she's kind of been like a background character, to put it nicely. She hasn't really done anything. Haven't really heard her talk much. She hasn't had like an interesting or important feud. She hasn't done anything with the Wyatts. So we're kind of all thinking, like, what's going on with Alexa Bliss here? But she wins Money in the Bank. I thought was great. It's nice to see her in that match. And then she had a backstage promo or interview, and I thought that was great. Finally, we get to hear Alexa Bliss do something. She was in the middle of her interview when she saw Charlotte off to the side, and she goes talk to Charlotte, and she says, hey, did you think about anything I said last time? And we spoke, and Charlotte pretty much passively aggressively just kind of like shuts her down. I don't remember any of that. I don't know what, why do you want to talk to me? Like, what's the deal? We were never friends. Why you want to? And Alexa Bliss's reason is because when she first showed up to NXT, nobody else wanted to give Alexa Bliss the time of day except for Charlotte for some reason. Charlotte gave her, I guess, mentorship or friendship or something down there. And Alexa Bliss says she's never forgot that. And she wants to kind of help Charlotte out here. And Charlotte quickly shuts her down. I don't need your help. Don't come after me. Don't chase me. Don't talk to me. I don't want anything to do with you, kind of thing. And then she said, I don't need you. And then she went into Nick Aldis's office, and Alexa Bliss says, we'll see about that. So I went from thinking that maybe we're going to get a partnership here, maybe even as crazy as Charlotte somehow joining the Wyatt Six when Alexa gets in there, but I don't think that's going to happen at all. Now I feel like it's just going to be a feud between the two. I think WWE is just trying to find things to do with all the women that they have on their roster, because you can't have them all feud over a title, because there's only 2 women's titles, or 3 if you want to count the tag titles. But we need to find more stories to do with these women that don't involve a title. And I guess this is the way. I don't know what they're going to do here. I don't know how many stories or how long of a story you can tell with Bliss and Charlotte, but I love Bliss. I'm not a huge fan of Charlotte, like, at all. So, and Charlotte's great in the ring. It's just everything else I can't stand. I don't know. I think they're going to be great matches. I just don't know how good the story is going to be. One last thing I'll get into here. Jeff Cobb debuted at Backlash, helped Jacob Fatu win the United States Championship. Fatu doesn't look like he wants that or liked that. So we got a promo here with Solo in the ring with Jacob and I was going to say it, Jeff Cobb. Apparently, Jeff Cobb's name has been changed to JC Mateo. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind the name change. And I know it's something easy for fans to do, where whenever WWE changes a name of a wrestler, we all get on them and be like, oh, this was awful, terrible. And then you get used to it. I remember hating the Walter change to Gunther name, but now I like Gunther. I think that's a good name. I think it fits. It works. They've done it with so many people. You know, Rusev used to be Alexander Rusev. Cesaro used to be Claudio. Was it Claudio? Antonio Cesaro. Like, it just... Those are just a couple of instances, you know, where they had a name for somebody, they either chopped off a name or changed it completely. I don't mind this one. JC Mateo, I think, sounds a lot more like something than Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb sounds like my neighbor down the street. I'm okay with Jeff Cobb, but why not change it to something that could be better and marketable? JC Mateo. What's wrong with that? I like JC Mateo. I think that name actually works. It's probably the first time in WWE where they've changed the name, and I've actually been okay with it right away, I mean. So I like JC Mateo. Look, this guy is like 40. Like, it's not like they're, you know, doing this to him when he was like 20-something. You know, it's his first time showing up in WWE. Like, they want to establish a new name, a new character, somebody that they not came up with, but have their fingerprints on. You know what I mean? Jeff Cobb is not going to be a all-time great in WWE, most likely. He's probably won't be a WWE champion, most likely. If he is, great. Happy for him. I just don't really see it. He's coming in late to the game here. You know, he's here to serve a purpose, and I don't think you need to keep Jeff Cobb as his name if it's not really going to make a big difference or take a big hit. It's not like he was running around as Jeff Cobb in WWE for a few years before they finally they changed it. They're just changing it right away. All right, cool. Start fresh. This is a new regime. This is a new company for Jeff Cobb. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine. JC Mateo is going to work. It's going to do what it needs to do, and I don't think we need to make that big of a deal about it. All right, my friends, that was just my few thoughts on everything, or a few things that happened on SmackDown. Love to know your thoughts. I'm sure a lot of you don't like the name change, and I would love to hear your thoughts on the RTruth stuff. What do you think is going to happen at Saturday night's main event with RTruth versus John Cena? Because that match right there is one of the ones that I'm most interested in. And this Saturday night's main event, for some reason, is stacked. I think this is the best put together, like, most attractive looking card I've seen for a Saturday night's main event, and since they've brought it back. Like, this is a Saturday night's main event that I cannot miss. And I remember thinking a few weeks ago, like, maybe I shouldn't watch the next one. It's all kind of predictable. It's kind of like, you know, a house show glorified. This one looks great. So I'm excited for this Saturday night's main event, and we will have our predictions this week. But I would love to know your thoughts, what you think about it. So please leave it in the comments. Please like this video if you haven't yet. It does a lot for me. It really does. It helps get this video out to people who don't know about this channel yet. And the whole goal is to get as many wrestling fans subscribed to this channel as possible so that we have a good community here. I love what we have already. You know what I mean? And I just want to grow that and make it better and bigger. So, yes, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and if you love WWE content. And until we meet again, my friends, as always, stay bitter.